Sigma males are often described as the lone wolves of society. They don't chase validation, they don't play social games, and they prefer freedom over fitting into groups. For most of their lives, this independence sets them apart. They walk their own path, often misunderstood, and usually find themselves stronger when standing alone. But what happens when a Sigma male finally meets someone who matches him, his equal? This situation is rare. Sigma males don't easily connect with others because they have high standards for authenticity. They see through manipulation, they dislike shallow behavior, and they avoid relationships that limit their freedom. But when they meet someone who shares the same qualities, someone independent, self-aware, and authentic, the result can be powerful. Their equal isn't about dominance, control, or chasing attention. It's about balance. This person reflects back the same independence and clarity that the Sigma lives by. They respect solitude, value honesty, and don't try to change him. Instead, they meet him at his level. That balance changes everything. In this video, we'll explore what happens when a Sigma male finally meets his equal. First, we'll explain exactly who or what this equal is. Then we'll break down 6 things that happen when these two unique individuals cross paths. There's immediate recognition, mutual respect without power struggle, a deep and effortless connection, freedom within togetherness, honest reflection that sparks growth, and finally, a harmonious union that feels natural and unforced. By the end, you'll understand why this meeting is so rare, why it carries so much power, and why it never limits the Sigma male's independence, it enhances it. Who or what is the Sigma male's equal? To understand what happens when a Sigma male meets his equal, we first need to define who this equal is. Not everyone can meet a Sigma on his level. Most people are drawn to hierarchy, control, or social validation. Sigma males live outside of that. So their equal has to share certain traits that make them stand apart from the majority. An equal to a Sigma male is someone who values independence as much as he does. They don't cling, they don't depend on constant reassurance, and they don't measure themselves by outside approval. Like the Sigma, they create their own path and feel comfortable standing alone. This makes them strong enough to walk beside him without trying to hold him back. Authenticity is another key trait. Sigma males dislike masks or false personas. Their equal must be genuine, living in line with personal values rather than social pressure. This authenticity creates trust because the Sigma can see right through dishonesty. When he meets someone who is real in the same way he is, respect comes naturally. Emotional intelligence is also part of the equation. A Sigma male's equal understands emotions but isn't ruled by them. They can communicate honestly, manage conflict without drama, and show empathy without manipulation. This balance prevents the toxic games that often push Sigma males away from others. The equal also shares a love for solitude and personal space. They don't see time apart as rejection. Instead, they understand the value of privacy and reflection. This understanding makes the connection sustainable because neither feels trapped. Who exactly this equal might be depends on the situation. It could be another Sigma male, creating a friendship or partnership built on mutual independence. It could also be a Sigma female, someone who carries the same traits of authenticity, freedom, and strength. Or it could simply be an individual, male or female, who embodies these values regardless of labels. What matters is that they reflect the same principles that guide the Sigma. Meeting this equal is rare because most people fall into social roles that depend on control, validation, or conformity. A Sigma male often feels distant from such people. But when he meets someone outside those roles, someone who also lives freely, he recognizes them immediately. This equal is not a competitor, not a follower, and not a distraction. They are a mirror. They reflect independence, strength, and honesty. They walk their own path just like he does. And when these two paths cross, something unique happens. Thing number 1, immediate recognition. The first thing that happens when a Sigma male meets his equal is immediate recognition. Sigma males usually feel like outsiders. They can move through groups, blend in if they want to, but deep down they know they are different. They value freedom over popularity, honesty over approval, and purpose over routine. Because of this, they rarely feel truly understood. But when they finally meet someone who lives by the same principles, it stands out instantly. This recognition doesn't always come in dramatic ways. It might be a simple conversation where the Sigma notices honesty that others usually hide. It might be observing how this person values solitude instead of fearing it. It could even be in how they carry themselves, calm, confident, without needing to show off. These small details add up, and the Sigma male sees in them a reflection of himself. The connection feels natural from the start. While most interactions require effort or explanation, this one doesn't. The Sigma doesn't have to explain why he values independence. He doesn't have to justify why he avoids shallow social games. His equal already understands because they live the same way. This shared understanding creates ease that the Sigma rarely experiences. Immediate recognition also shows in conversation. Sigma males dislike small talk. They prefer meaningful dialogue about ideas, values, or deeper topics. When they meet someone who engages on that level without forcing it, the conversation flows. Time passes quickly, and there's no pressure to perform or impress. It's natural, authentic, and comfortable. Another part of this recognition is trust. Sigma males don't trust easily. They've seen too many people play games for validation, attention, or control. But with their equal, the walls come down faster. It's not blind trust, it's recognition of shared principles. The Sigma senses that this person is not here to control or manipulate, but to stand alongside. This recognition is powerful because it's rare. Sigma males don't often find equals in a world where most people conform. So when they do, it leaves a strong impression. They may not say it out loud, but internally they know this person is different. Immediate recognition doesn't mean instant romance or lifelong friendship. It simply means the Sigma male sees someone who matches him at a fundamental level. From that point on, every interaction feels smoother, more natural, and more meaningful than with almost anyone else. This recognition sets the stage for everything that follows. Mutual respect, deep connection, freedom, growth, and harmony all begin with this moment of recognition. Without it, the Sigma male remains distant. With it, he finally feels like he's found someone who truly understands his world. Thing number 2, mutual respect, no power struggle. When a Sigma male meets his equal, one of the most important things that happens is the absence of a power struggle. In most relationships or connections, people naturally test boundaries. They compete, they compare, or they try to prove themselves. This is especially true in social hierarchies, where alphas and betas measure status against each other. But when two equals meet, especially two people who value independence like Sigma males, that competition disappears. Sigma males don't want to dominate, and they don't want to be dominated. They live outside the hierarchy, so they have no interest in playing games of control. When they meet someone who shares that same mindset, it feels refreshing. There's no hidden contest, no need to prove superiority, and no attempt to gain the upper hand. Instead, there is mutual respect. This respect shows in small ways. A Sigma male's equal doesn't question his need for space or try to impose their own way of living on him. Instead, they understand his independence because they value their own. Likewise, the Sigma respects their choices and autonomy. Neither tries to control the other. Both appreciate freedom, and that appreciation builds trust. Another sign of this respect is honesty. In many relationships, people hide parts of themselves to gain approval. But when a Sigma male meets his equal, there's no need for that. They can speak openly, share their thoughts without fear, and know they won't be judged for being authentic. This honesty deepens respect because it shows courage and self-awareness. Without a power struggle, the connection feels balanced. Instead of draining energy through competition, both gain energy from cooperation. The Sigma male feels relaxed because he doesn't have to guard himself against dominance games. His equal feels the same. This creates an atmosphere where respect grows naturally. This balance is rare, and that's why it matters. In most of his life, the Sigma male avoids relationships because they often turn into struggles for control. But with an equal, the opposite happens. Respect replaces conflict, and equality replaces tension. This shift allows the connection to flourish without hidden battles. Thing number 3, deep, effortless connection. Another thing that happens when a Sigma male meets his equal is a deep and effortless connection. Sigma males are often selective about who they spend time with. They dislike shallow conversations and surface-level interactions. They want authenticity, meaning, and honesty. Most people don't offer this, which is why Sigmas often keep their circles small. But when they meet an equal, everything changes. The connection feels different from the beginning. Instead of struggling to find common ground, conversation flows naturally. Instead of pretending to be someone they're not, both individuals show their true selves. The Sigma male doesn't have to explain why he values solitude, independence, or freedom. His equal already understands because they live by those same values. This creates a strong sense of ease. With most people, the Sigma male feels the need to hold back, observe, or protect his energy. With his equal, he can let down that guard. He doesn't have to hide his thoughts or filter his words. The same is true for his equal. Together they create a space where both can be fully themselves. The connection also runs deeper because it isn't based on external things like status, appearance, or social approval. It's built on shared values and inner strength. That makes it more meaningful and harder to break. While other connections might fade when circumstances change, this one lasts because it's rooted in authenticity. In practice, this deep connection can feel like instant understanding. They may finish each other's thoughts, laugh at the same observations, or see the world through a similar lens. These moments create a bond that feels rare and valuable. For the Sigma male, who is used to being misunderstood, this connection feels like finally being seen. This effortless connection doesn't mean the relationship is perfect or without challenges. But it does mean both approach it from a place of honesty and respect. They don't waste time on games or masks. Instead, they focus on real communication and mutual growth. That depth is what makes the connection stand out from all others. Thing number 4, freedom within togetherness. For most people, relationships mean constant closeness. Time is shared, space is reduced, and independence is often sacrificed. But when a Sigma male meets his equal, something different happens. They discover freedom within togetherness. Both individuals value solitude and independence. They don't see time apart as a threat, but as a necessity. They understand that personal space allows them to recharge and stay authentic. This shared understanding removes the pressure that often damages relationships. Instead of clinging or demanding, they give each other room to breathe. This freedom makes the connection stronger, not weaker. When both partners know they can maintain independence, they feel secure. They don't fear losing themselves in the relationship because they don't have to compromise their identity. The Sigma male keeps his autonomy, and his equal does the same. Together they create balance. For example, a Sigma male might spend hours or even days focused on personal projects. With most partners, this might cause conflict. But with his equal, there is no issue. She or he understands the need for solitude and supports it. In return, the Sigma respects their independence as well. The result is harmony, not tension. This freedom also strengthens trust. Many relationships break down because one partner tries to control the other's time or choices. With two equals, control isn't needed. Both know the other values authenticity, so there's no reason to doubt loyalty. Trust grows naturally in this atmosphere of independence. Freedom within togetherness also creates resilience. Life brings changes, challenges, and stress. In many relationships, these pressures cause conflict because partners depend too heavily on each other. But for Sigma males and their equals, independence allows flexibility. They can adapt without losing balance, because neither relies completely on the other for happiness. This balance between independence and connection is rare. It shows that being together doesn't have to mean losing freedom. For the Sigma male, this discovery is life-changing. He learns that it's possible to share life with someone without sacrificing individuality. It's not about control, it's about choice. Thing number 5, honest mirror and growth catalyst. When a Sigma male meets his equal, one of the most powerful things that happens is that he finds an honest mirror. Most people either flatter to gain approval or criticize to gain control. Very few offer feedback from a place of respect and truth. But a Sigma's equal does exactly that. They reflect back not just his strengths, but also his weaknesses in a way that helps him grow. Sigma males are highly self-aware, but they're not perfect. They can be stubborn, distant, or overly protective of their solitude. Many people around them don't challenge these traits, either because they don't notice or because they're intimidated. But an equal notices. They see clearly, and because they value honesty, they bring it up without fear. This doesn't create conflict the way it might with others. The Sigma male respects truth, even when it's uncomfortable. He may not like being called out, but he values it because it comes from someone who understands him. Instead of feeling attacked, he feels challenged in the best way. The mirror works both ways. Just as his equal reflects his blind spots, the Sigma does the same for them. Together, they create an environment where growth is constant. Instead of avoiding hard truths, they face them. Instead of enabling bad habits, they encourage improvement. This honest reflection builds strength in the relationship. It prevents stagnation and keeps both individuals sharp. For the Sigma male, who often feels like no one truly understands him, this level of constructive honesty is rare. When he finds it, he values it deeply. Being a growth catalyst doesn't mean tearing each other down. It means pushing each other higher. The equal doesn't criticize to control, but to encourage. The Sigma responds in the same way. Both push the other to live more authentically, pursue goals more boldly, and refine weaknesses more clearly. For the Sigma male, this dynamic proves that connection doesn't have to weaken independence. It can strengthen it. When he finds his equal, he finds someone who helps him grow in ways solitude alone never could. Thing number 6. a harmonious, unforced union. The final thing that happens when a Sigma male meets his equal is the creation of a harmonious, unforced union. Sigma males dislike drama, manipulation, and forced roles. Most relationships involve some level of pressure, expectations about behavior, time, or identity. But with an equal, those pressures fade. The relationship feels natural. There's no need to constantly prove love, no games to maintain control, no exhausting demands. Both individuals are secure in themselves, so they don't need the relationship to complete them. Instead, the relationship becomes a choice, not a requirement. This union thrives on simplicity. Together, they don't seek attention from others or validation from society. They don't need to showcase their bond to prove its strength. Instead, they live it quietly, valuing peace over performance. This quiet strength makes the connection more durable than relationships built on outside approval. Another part of this harmony is balance. Each respects the other's independence, and each brings value without overshadowing the other. There's no competition, no need for control. Instead, both bring their best selves, and together they create something steady and lasting. Because the union is unforced, it feels sustainable. Many relationships burn out because they're built on pressure. A Sigma male's equal never forces closeness, never demands conformity, and never expects him to change his nature. Likewise, he offers the same respect. The bond grows naturally, at its own pace, without external pressure. This harmony also means resilience. Life's challenges don't easily break the connection because it isn't fragile or dependent. Both individuals remain strong on their own, and together they become stronger. The relationship doesn't fall apart under stress because it's built on independence, respect, and authenticity. For the Sigma male, this is the ultimate discovery. He learns that it's possible to share life with someone without losing himself. The union adds to his freedom instead of taking it away. And because it's unforced, it lasts. When a Sigma male finally meets his equal, everything changes, but not in the way most people expect. He doesn't lose his independence. He doesn't give up his solitude. Instead, he gains something rare, a bond that matches his strength without trying to control it. His equal is someone independent, authentic, and emotionally intelligent. Together they experience immediate recognition, mutual respect without struggle, a deep, effortless connection, freedom within togetherness, honest reflection that sparks growth, and finally, a harmonious union that doesn't need validation or force. For the Sigma male, meeting an equal is not about filling a gap, it's about finding balance. It doesn't replace his independence, it enriches it. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. And let us know in the comments, do you think you've ever met your equal?